Check, check, check. You don't hear me? Let's see. Let's check the audio. USB audio. USB audio.
Oh,
I can.
Studio.
I can hear me. I'm here
in the studio. I didn't enter.
There you go. Now I see you in the studio. Yeah, you got to be in it to hear anything.
Okay.
Now can you hear?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, that's cool. But are you just hearing me because I'm sitting right here, or are you hearing me because there's a microphone? Okay. I'm in your head. All right, here we go. Here we go. I need to. Let's see.
You need a wider angle lens.
Yeah, I had to back that thing way up. What's up? What's up, person? We got some persons coming in. Bear with us here. We're trying to do things that we don't normally do, and I'm a long ways away from the microphone. It seems to be picking up okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's right in my ear, so I can hear it.
If you're out there, throw a comment in about how the audio sounds. Are we loud enough? Are we too loud? Here you are, Rob. I'll put you in here for a second. All right, now you're out. Now you're just on the other. Now you're on the other screen. We got trivia today, folks. Throw a comment in here. My ask, if you're hanging out and watching, is that you don't put your answers in the thread, because these guys can see the thread, and then they'll be able to read your answers.
My answers will be wrong. Don't worry.
So only. Well, no, but they wouldn't be wrong if somebody dropped the right answer in the thread. Then they'd be right. All right, Angela and JC are incoming. Sean Day might be coming, but Angela and JC. If Angela and JC were here, we wouldn't even be able to do this because we wouldn't have room. We're out of room already.
Thanks for not showing up.
I mean, she probably just sit on his lap.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We could go double decker. Here we go.
Here we go. Rob's real.
Yo!
There we go. Now it's a show.
What's up, guys?
Now there's two boxes.
No.
Can you hear us? How do we sound? It sounds like we're a mile away. Okay. Good. That's a good update.
540 West.
Where are you guys headed? The GP. Are you driving up? You're driving up, aren't you?
Yeah, we're just surprised you. We're gonna meet you at the cabin.
Okay. Sounds good.
I wish we were in that room.
It's a good room. There's a spot for one of you here, and then there's a spot over there where you could fit in. We're just acting like you're here. We have placeholders for you.
Rob, we could have been twins.
Oh, you could have been dope twins.
Dude, I sent a picture to Dave. I was like, hey, we gotta hang out.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
We try to compare it.
You guys can hear. You guys all got the audio good?
Yes.
You're hearing it? Oh, sweet.
You speaking and then the internet telling us what you spoke, so we already heard you speak.
Isn't that annoying to have to hear me twice?
Oh, that's
so bad.
That is annoying. Thank you.
It is so bad. We got trivia time, but before we get into trivia, we're supposed to have JC and Angela here. Oh wait, we're gonna do a cheers.
We got cheers, yeah.
Cheers.
We got cheers.
JC and Angela, you guys probably shouldn't cheers since you're driving. Ooh, it didn't like you getting close to that microphone. It didn't like that one bit. Rob, you're probably the official beer runner since you're the closest.
I don't need. How you doing on that one?
I'm good right now.
Okay. It's my 6th drink today.
There you go. It has been a long day of traveling. First, we got a trivia show today. We're talking ice fishing trivia, but JC and Angela are supposed to be right here, but now they're over there because Sales Boost is coming up, and we need to boost Sales Boost. So give us the lowdown here. I know I sent a link out today with saving people hundreds of dollars, 300s of them actually. If somebody wants to sign up.
How many beers is that?
How many beers is $300? Like
what kind of beer?
Plot of beers?
Beers.
That's a couple hundred Busch Lights.
That's at least 300 Busch Lights because you can definitely get them for less than $1 a piece. Yeah. Where I come from, the way I buy them in mass quantities. But we miss you guys. We wish you were here. Tell us what's going on. Tell us what's going on with Sales Boost. How can we promote? How can we help? What are we looking to do?
Yeah, so we're looking for anybody in the home service industry, whether it's pressure washing, lawn care, concrete coatings, Christmas lights, whatever industry you're in. This is a very niche show, strictly about sales. March 20th to 23rd, Wilmington, North Carolina. We've got an incredible lineup of speakers, over 20 speakers. Dan, I heard you're speaking there. So, I
This is the
mean,
word on the street.
just Dan alone is worth the ticket price. You said you had a coupon for $300, but for all your viewers listening today, Angela's got an even better coupon that we're going to do $400 off for your ticket if you go ahead and buy today with the code UNIQUE for Unique Genius.
Oh,
But
I
$400
kind of feel
off.
like Angela one upped my code. I feel like my code got one up.
She wanted people to have a
I
couple
did.
more bush lights. She's feeling generous. I don't know. I mean, why would you not want to be there? Rob, you're going to be there too. You've been, I mean, it's the fourth time I've been to it, but, you know, we've got Brandon Vaughn, Tommy Mello, Dave Carroll, Libby, Megan. I mean, the list is endless. 20 plus speakers going out there, 3 days, 3.5 days of action-packed value. Perfect time for everybody in the home service industry to kick off their season heading into April. We all know March is kind of like the ramp up. So why not figure out a way to help increase your average ticket and your closing percentage to be successful for the 2024 season?
It is. I have heard that sales are an important element when you're running a business. That you kind of need to be able to sell stuff. So I think it's a good focus.
I tell you, you know, even me with my current business, like the most stress that ever happens in my business is when sales are down. So if we can alleviate that and figure out ways to be proactive instead of reactive in our sales and teach our sales team how to, you know, be a better salesperson, salesman, saleswoman. And the real big thing too we want to focus on with this is shifting the focus of understanding that in your business that the sale starts at the initial phone call and it doesn't end until a technician completes the job, because there's always an opportunity for somebody to be selling, whether, you know, it's the initial phone call, getting the person excited to want to set the appointment to get their estimate, or the salesperson while they're out there and we're trying to close them on packages and bundles. And then you have the opportunity for when the technician's out there and they're doing the job and they see the opportunity for the dryer vent, the gutters to be upsold to the customer. You know, why not give the technician some enticement and give them a commission for everything they upsell, so they want to go out there and be the salesperson too. So many different opportunities along the sales process or the customer experience for that sale to be made. And that's what we really want to focus on at Sales Boost and help everybody be able to implement that and hopefully increase their current pricing while they're there, because they're going to have the confidence to go back and provide more value to their customer. I hope that was enough.
Yeah, and I want to point out one thing too, because I have an interesting lens of this from a bookkeeping perspective, which is a lot of businesses in 2023 struggled from a sales and marketing standpoint. Their marketing didn't work as well. Their acquisition costs got worse. Their sales didn't grow the way they planned or the way they had seen years before. It used to be, you know, the last 3 to 4 years, it was really hard to do recruiting. The labor market's starting to loosen up a little bit. It's easier to find good employees. The inverse of that is it's way harder to convert leads into clients. It's harder to get leads and it's harder to convert them. And so get in front of that. That's not going to change in 2024. It's an election year. It's probably going to be a little bit worse. So recruiting, still super important. You need to have great employees to go execute, but it's going to be harder to sell stuff this year than it was last year and than it was the year before. So get in front of it. Start getting strategies and tactics in place now so that when the phone starts ringing in April and May and it's going gangbusters, you're the one that's winning and not wondering where all your sales went and why your leads won't close. Or
and I'm sure my market's not the only market that has like an influx in companies right now. I mean, the increase in the amount of Christmas light companies alone last year I saw, I mean, we 5x what we had years prior. Pressure washing companies, they're every single corner. You see a pressure washing company. So we got to figure out ways to differentiate ourselves to be able to provide that value to the customer. So when they call and you're presenting an estimate to them that's like, let's say $100 more than the previous 4 companies, that they're not saying, well, you were more expensive, so I'm going to go to the other company. You say, well, you were more expensive, but we see the value. We want to go with you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm all about it. Well, $400 off with the code UNIQUE, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Booyah. That's all you
And
need to know.
salesboostlive.com. Get your tickets. Wilmington, North Carolina. We've got an incredible room block at the Ballas Hotel right on the river, downtown Wilmington. Across the street, you see a historic battleship there, parked there. Go Navy. But yeah, we're gonna kick it off Wednesday the 20th with an welcome reception. We got some drinks and some hors d'oeuvres or whatever they call it. I don't know, appetizers,
Yeah.
whatever the fancy
Yeah,
words is.
hors des ovaries.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're ovaries. Ovaries.
Yeah. Probably some bush lights too.
I'll have a case of Busch Light ready for you, Dan, when we get there. We'll pick you up in our SUV. We're bringing
Sounds
the
delicious.
VIP red carpet for you, Dan.
Sounds delicious. Well, don't use for everybody listening. Don't use my code. Use unique, not Dan. But if you miss out on that one, then use Dan. I'll play sloppy seconds.
Dan.
I'll play sloppy seconds.
Spell Dan.
Yeah. If you're struggling to spell unique, then you can just spell.
Then go to Dan. Yeah.
It should be Peter.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy you an extra beer.
Can we change my code to beer? That's a good code.
Let's do it. We'll get it changed tonight, Dan.
All right, Dan or beer, maybe both codes.
Okay.
Let's. I don't know how we're gonna do this with you guys driving. You're gonna have to use ESP to confer on your answer, or maybe you're gonna have to answer at the same time. But we got to play some ice fishing trivia. I got 10 questions lined up, and I was
He's got
generous.
a piece of paper.
Okay,
I told him we had to have paper.
I didn't show up.
there you go. There you go. I got 10 questions ready to go. I don't think Seth can see my screen. Maybe I can.
No, I'm not. Don't worry about
That's doodling.
it. I am.
All right.
doodling.
Seth is drawing you.
Here we go. Let's see. My computer did a reset this morning, so I hope I saved my questions.
Otherwise, we'll be like, what
Words-
is in the water?
Words got to reopen for me. Yeah, come on. Here we go. It looks like it maybe kind of hopefully saved some of my trivia questions. Let's see here. Oh baby, we got them all. I even have. I suspect there might be a tie today because they are multiple choice. So I have a tiebreaker question ready to go. I'm your regular old Spencer
I'm
Newhart.
loving this
Who I am.
choice. This is
Yeah.
great.
Multiple choice would be
Tiebreaker
great.
of 0.
What do you mean?
Tiebreaker of 0.
No,
Let's get it right.
like you're bound to get like about 2 to 3 right. They're multiple choice. I was actually going to play this. I was going to run these by Marty last night and get a Marty index going so we could know like what she got compared to what you got. But then I was like, shit, she's probably going to beat you guys. So then I didn't want to embarrass you, but from losing to my wife, so I didn't do that.
Against the wives versus okay.
Was that?
Dude, perfect guys that were like the wives or ice experts trivia versus the one guy.
Good. You guys ready? You guys ready for some trivia?
Yes. Hey, I'm ready.
Here we go. I don't normally when we do trivia, I have like categories. This is just super fucking random. They're just in whatever order that they're in. And here's what we're gonna do.
So it's well planned and thought out.
I'm gonna ask the question again. If you're watching at home, don't type your answer in because then people are gonna see your answer and it might influence their answer. So keep your answer to yourself if you're listening and playing from home. That would have been a really good question, but you guys
13 already counted.
you counted 13 groceries. There are 2 bags that got taken downstairs to the freezer, so it actually would have been 15. There are a lot of frozen pizzas and frozen breakfast
How
sandwiches.
many cases of beer are there?
6. I think there were
What's
6.
these per person?
We'd have to look back at the picture I took. All right, question number 1. Here we go. How many people were stranded on Red Lake in northern Minnesota in December of 2023? There's a big news story. A big article went out. A bunch of people got stranded on a sheet of ice that broke off. Here's your options. Was it A, 86, B, 122, C, 179, or D, 215? You don't have to, don't put A, B, C, or D, like write the number. So
Oh,
86, 122, 179, or 215. Again, how many people were stranded on Red Lake in northern Minnesota in December of 2023? I should have, Jai's not on here today. This would have been a good one for Jai to be on. He could have played some like Jeopardy music in the background today.
I've read this article too.
Yeah, I was gonna say you read the article. Yeah, I mean,
and I know nothing.
Mhm.
How many people can feed on a sheet of ice?
it depends on the size and the depth of the
Exactly.
sheet of ice.
I don't know that the depth would really matter.
It's why it's multiple choice. It's why it's all
How
gonna be
many people
multiple.
fell off?
4 people fell in.
So are they counted in those numbers?
Were they in
They're in the
the? Were
water.
they in the
Were
number?
they very-
Yeah,
were they
yeah. I
very
think they
surprised
counted
when
before
they
they fell
crashed?
in. It wasn't them minus 4. That's a good
Everybody
clarification.
died. We're not wearing the survivors.
Angela and JC, are you guys playing as a team?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, as a team. Well, I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't play as a team.
No,
Two
whatever I
minus
say,
one
she
block,
says.
right?
No, I had my own answer. For the record, I do not agree with his answer. But
Okay. Well, then I feel like you guys should keep track between you. I'll keep
okay,
Angela's score, and
I'm
then
gonna write. I'm
JC.
gonna write for each of us.
You
So
might be like causing a couple arguments here.
Yeah, this would be fun. Well, we would do this in person. We if they were both here,
Yeah.
we'd pit them against each other.
We-
Yeah.
so I'm writing down each of our answers.
We're about to have a Valentine's Day fight over here. The answers.
Hey, today is actually Marty and I's engage-iversary. We got engaged on
Oh.
Valentine's Day. Out ice fishing,
Nobody else, right? Nobody else has that engaged anniversary, right?
but we were out ice fishing. I tried to the short version of the engagement story is I tried to like sink. I was gonna sink the ring under the water with like in a Ziploc bag, and I was like, that's stupid. So I tried to sink a card that was like the proposal, man. And she was like in the little hut that we had, and I'm out there fucking around with a tip up. And you cannot sink a Ziploc bag. Like you need 20 pounds of lead to sink a Ziploc bag. So eventually, like I kicked the flag, and I was like, Marty, I think a fish bit over here. And she's like, what's up? Like she came over, and there's just line in the Ziploc bag in there, and she's like, why is all this garbage in the bowl? And it was my proposal.
Why is there a ring in this garbage?
The ring was in my pocket. I did keep the ring in my pocket, but yeah, I proposed out
Blueberry or
ice
what?
fishing.
Shoots.
And stupidly, she said yes. So
Your engagement card trash.
That's a good proposal story.
it was all right. It was the best I could come up with. All right, you guys all got your answers. We got how many people were stranded on Red Lake in northern Minnesota? December of 2023 was it 86, 122, 179, 215. Flip them around. I'll do JC and Angela first here on the show.
She said
Zig,
122.
you got to show to the camera. Oh man,
I
it's so
see it.
small.
Well,
I was thinking you guys would use like a sheet of paper for every answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like the way Rob did it. All right, Angela, what do you got?
I can see it.
I
We
have
got-
122. JC has 179.
Oh, that's pretty good. We got Seth saying 215, Zig's at 215, Rob is at 122. The correct answer is 122.
Wow.
Rob and Angela in the
I
house.
wasn't gonna let him get it. I was like, no, you've talked about this at
Where
least
is
3
this
times on the show. I knew it.
You know what? I need to. I gotta get a spreadsheet going. Of course, I gotta get a spreadsheet
Yeah, I
going.
got you.
You're keeping track of score.
Oh,
Rob's got scorekeep. Rob's got scorekeep.
it's okay.
But since Rob's playing, I kind of feel like I better keep score too, just to make sure that Rob's not
Your
cheating
freaking
anything.
sheets.
Yeah, I don't want any cheaters here. Here we go. So we got.
I got it right.
Oh, we lost Seth. Seth's gone,
no,
but he's here.
sorry. My wife FaceTimed me.
Damn it! All right, here we go. All right, we got Rob and Angela on the board. We're on to question number 2. Here we go. The acronym FDD, that's an F for Frank, and then D is in Dan twice. FDD stands for Frozen Depth Disparity, Frozen Depth Determinant, Freezing Daily Disparity, or Freezing Degree Days. Again, the acronym FDD stands for Frozen Depth Disparity, Frozen Depth Determinant, Freezing Daily Disparity, or Freezing Degree Days.
So we're just worried about the last one.
Well, there's frozen and there's freezing. There's 2 frozens and 2 freezings. There's frozen depth disparity, frozen depth determinant, freezing daily disparity, freezing degree days. It's very complex FDD. It was hard for me to come up with. It was hard for me to come up with. It was hard for me to come up with different FDD things, like knowing what the right one is, and then trying to be like, what's like, how do you
drink, Dan?
Yeah, that is a good one.
Drink, damn it.
Freaking drink, damn it. JC and Angela, how are you guys doing over there?
Finish your-
What do you think FDD stands for?
Good.
Don't tell.
No
don't-
fight.
Good. No fight. Yeah.
No fight. No fight. You guys got an answer? Everybody in the room got an answer?
I'm good. Yeah, I got mine.
We've got frozen depth disparity, frozen depth determinant, freezing daily disparity, and freezing degree days. Don't show your answer to the camera. What if somebody sees it?
Internet, check out my answer.
All right. Let's reveal our answers here. Angela and JC, what do you guys got over there? Let's see them.
Frozen depth disparity.
Frozen. You both said frozen. Freeze. What? Well, A, frozen depth disparity. That was what you guys had. Seth, what'd you get?
Final answer.
Frozen depth
I had
determinant.
first, but-
Zig says freezing degree days. Rob says the determinant one. Only one of you got it right. It's Zig with freezing degree days.
That was a good guess.
Ah,
Oh.
that was my
Yeah, you said that first.
I mean, that was too obvious of an answer. Okay.
That's why I went with it.
should have got one.
I thought it was like the easiest one.
You did a good job coming up with 3
Dude, it
other
was
things.
so hard to come up with FDD
did.
things.
Because freezing degree days seems like
Freezing
something-
degree days seemed way too easy.
Yeah, it seems
Freezing
like,
degree days sounds like some shit some drunk person in Minnesota would have come up with a
It's
long
freaking
time
cold,
ago.
Man.
Yeah.
It's ice fishing, so
Yeah, it's
figured
very
that's what it
simple.
was.
Very simple.
Depth had been an answer. I would have definitely said that.
And we're gonna keep this theme going here. According to the largely agreed upon freezing degree days math, roughly how many inches of ice will form
oh,
if the average temperature over a 24-hour period is 10 degrees Fahrenheit?
You told us this in our chat a long time ago.
I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't. This is not exactly, but along these lines of like how fast does water freeze? So according to FDD, how many inches of ice will form if the average temp over a 24-hour period of time is 10 degrees Fahrenheit? Is it A, a half inch, B, 1 inch, C, 1.5 inches, or D, 2 inches? So how many inches of ice will form if the average temp over a 24-hour period of time is 10 degrees Fahrenheit? Is it a half inch, an inch, 1.5, or 2 inches?
How much does it shrink if it's 10 degrees?
Water expands when it freezes, Rob. I should have done the thing of like, how cold does it need to be for your pee to hit the ice or to like land as ice?
Have a frozen stream.
Yeah. How cold does it need to be? That would have been
Like I could pee and then walk away and the stream just stays there.
I mean, but in those situations, like, how does it not then, like, it goes back and just freezes?
It's like when I had this happen one time. Stupidly, I like doused gas on a fire, and the fire came up and like went into the nozzle of the gas can, and I like smacked the nozzle of the gas can and then like ran. It didn't blow up. Thank God, because I was like standing right over the top of it. But I was like, that fire ran up that line of gas so fast, it scared the shit out of me. I was just like, ugh. Did yours blow up in your face?
All right, number.
No.
You're a firefighter. You should know better.
Yeah, it was a group of firemen, and the guy that was standing next to me, Ryan Clark, he helped me start my business. I think you know Ryan.
I know, Ryan.
He was standing next to me. He did it, and it traveled up, and he like turned towards me, which threw gasoline on my sweatshirt.
Oh no!
It was on fire.
Oh,
My shirt was on fire, and then we burned the grass in his yard at his dad's like nice cabin.
Yeah.
My shirt was ruined. We spray painted the grass green the next day to see if maybe his dad would notice. We were young. I don't know if his dad.
This
would
this
notice.
was before you were firefighters.
No, we were firefighters.
Okay.
We were just young firefighters.
Yeah, I got you. All right. So according to freezing degree days, how many inches of ice will form if the average temp over a 24-hour period is 10 degrees Fahrenheit?
Which is the average temperature for this fishing trip.
It's about half inch, an inch, 1.5 inches, or 2 inches. Let's go reveal some answers. Angela and JC, let me see what you guys had over there.
JC says 1.5. I say 1.
All right, Angela said 1, JC said 1.5, Seth says 2, Zig says 1, Rob says 2. Angela and JC, who said what? Remind me.
That's what she said.
JC said 1.5, and I said 1.
The correct answer is 1.5. JC is on the
I needed a W.
board. There's
Measured
only
by 1.5.
yeah.
You know, if you ate first or last.
And
Which is
scoreboard
you.
check, we have a four-way
Which
tie
is
for
me.
first.
We have a
and
four-way tie for
one-way
first, and
tie for
Seth
last.
still hasn't scored one. But it's multiple choice, and you can see the randomness at play here. Let's actually we got to do this. I need to hit a commercial break. I got to at least get one commercial break in. Let me see. I didn't have any commercials ready to go.
I mean, the commercial was for sales boost. Right?
Here, let's see.
You
I don't-
will grow your
hold
sales
on.
this year.
Hold on. Let me see.
Sorry.
I didn't do this for Angela yet,
You were so well organized, Dan.
aren't I? Here we go. Yeah, I didn't even do that yet. Now that we got that going, now let's play some commercials. We're doing a one commercial block day today. That's what we're doing.
Creating art from darkness. For over 20 years, Cast Lighting has designed and manufactured the world's most durable, energy efficient, and technically advanced landscape lighting products available at astonishingly affordable prices. Cast offers an all-encompassing line of products with everything you need to get the job done. Cast Landscape, their most durable product, is best-in-class, low-voltage landscape lighting made of solid bronze with integrated and drop-in LED technology. These fixtures are built to endure the most demanding environments. Source Lighting, a new division by Cast, is your source for professional grand landscape lighting made of durable brass, offering both integrated and drop-in LED technology, and backed by Cast, the world's most durable outdoor lighting. Cast Lighting gives you innovative, state-of-the-art, old-world craftsmanship with tomorrow's technology. Visit their website at cast-lighting.com today. That's cast-lighting.com.
From the East Coast to the West Coast and around the world, no one rocks like Turf's Up Radio. Turf's Up Radio, your industry, your station.
Cress is leading the transition from gas-powered lawn equipment for professional operations with the introduction of the industry's first truly game-changing innovation in battery-powered OPE. With the Cress 8-minute cyber system, professional landscapers can now replace their messy gas-powered equipment without sacrificing performance, power, or runtime. The 8-minute cyber system allows for Cress-made 60-volt batteries to fully charge in 8 minutes or less, just enough time for a water break. Complemented by a full line of equipment benchmarked against gas-powered products, landscapers can finally take charge of their business and make the switch to battery. For more information, visit Cress.com. Visit Cress.com. Having issues with your maintenance schedule? Want better routing and ability to track your vehicles when they leave the shop? Do you want to reduce your liability exposure with your vehicles that are moving billboards on the road? GPS Fleet Consulting uses cloud-based dashcam monitoring and can easily track your vehicle maintenance using real odometer readings. GPS Fleet Consulting can also assist you with live phone support and email support with guaranteed same-day responses. Yes, same-day responses. Stop wondering where your trucks are and start managing your fleet with GPS Fleet Management Systems. For more information, visit gpsfleetconsulting.com. That's gpsfleetconsulting.com.
What's up, business nerds? We're back with some home service happy hour. That's way too loud of music. We're back with a little home service happy hour here on Turf's Up Radio. We're doing trivia. I think we're through 3 questions, and it's a tight race here. We got just a little recap. It's ice fishing trivia week because we're supposed to be ice fishing. Mostly JC and Angela are supposed to be ice fishing. The rest of us are going to be ice fishing. They're working. They're working for the sake of the rest of us. The rest of us are going to go dick around and drink beer on ice fishing.
Thanks, JC.
Yeah, we appreciate your
This
sacrifice.
beer was yours.
We got Angela, JC, Rob, and Zig all tied at 1 through the first 3 questions. Seth is he's playing hard to get.
Strong.
He's going with the yeah, he's going with the classic slow play, but that pays off every once in a while. Let's get right into it. We got question 4 coming up. Who just dropped off? Rob just dropped off. Oh, he's dicking around on his phone over there. He lost audio.
No, I think he's looking up the answers.
Ah, you're right. He's cheating. All right, question number 4. The state record crappie in Minnesota was caught all the way back in 1940. How long was it? 18 inches, 19 inches, 20 inches, or 21 inches? The state record crappie for Minnesota, caught back in 1940. That one is just under 15 inches, that one in the other room that you saw.
That's the biggest one either.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen. The state record crappie in Minnesota, caught back in 1940,
That's a pretty crappy number.
was 18 inches, 19, 20, or 21 inches.
Pretty crappy.
I mean, all those are ridiculously big crappies. Like, I can't even imagine pulling a crappie out of any of those inches. But one of them is the right
18
answer.
to 20.
What's that?
18.
Yeah. I kept them all in line, so there's not a weird outlier in there.
How much does a 15-inch crappie weigh?
I don't know that we put it on a scale, but I'd say a 15 incher is probably pushing 2 pounds. I'd say an 18 incher is 3 pounds ish. And once they get above that, at least like bass with a largemouth bass, an 18 incher is generally 3 pounds, but by the time it's like 20 inches, it's like 5 pounds. Because those 2 extra inches are like,
It's all girth.
yeah, they add a lot of fat to them. So state record crappie in Minnesota, caught back in 1940, was 18 inches, 19, 20, or 21 inches. Everybody, you got numbers written down? Everybody?
I think
got
Angela's
numbers.
changed her answer for every single question, but yeah, we're ready.
You ready to go? Let's see it. Flip it over. What do you got? I can't even read that. How many times? What's over there?
Yeah, I don't know. She's not even showing you. She's showing. I've got
You need a
21.
new
She's
piece
got
of paper.
20.
19.
Oh, 19. She kept changing numbers.
JC 21, Angela 19. Seth is 20. Zig is 19.
19.
Rob's at 19. JC does it again. The correct answer is 21.
Damn.
21-inch freaking crappie.
All right, guys. Next
Crazy. Seth says he's getting this one
Seth,
right.
you do. Actually, Seth
You
Connect
know,
4.
it was the SATs
Seth's
all over
got a
again.
Connect 4 going on there.
The SATs all over again.
Yep. No, this one. We're changing gears here. We're
Horrible
changing
test
gears.
taker.
We're changing gears here. Which one of these is not the brand of an ice fishing wheelhouse? Like what I have that we're saying. A, Frozen Fun. B, Ice Castle. C, Ice Cave. Or D, Yeti, spelt with 2 T's. Which one is not the brand of an ice fishing wheelhouse? Frozen Fun, Ice Castle, Ice Cave, or Yeti with 2 T's? Yeah. Which one is the thing that I would have made up? This is what the real question is. What's some shit that Dan would make up? Is it?
We don't use. They're not used in Michigan, so I don't know anything about those.
I know. That's why it's funny because you ice fish. Nobody else ice fishes,
We
but
never have enough ice over there.
no.
All the
Ice
ice
Cave,
at Zig's
Ice
house
Castle.
just goes into
Frozen Fun, Ice Castle, Ice Cave, or Yeti with 2 T's.
I think there'd be a lawsuit over one.
One of those is not a real fish house brand. JC and Angela, what you guys got some answers over there? You ready to go?
We tag team this one, and I hope we're right. Frozen
You're
Fun.
in line. You guys got
What
answers?
they say?
JC and Angela are going Frozen Fun. Zig says Frozen Fun. Rob says Yeti.
Which also looks like Yee-Hi.
It does. It does look like Yee-Hi. And Seth says Yeti. We got a few correct answers in here,
There's only
but
2.
it's
that
it's
were
not
chosen.
Yeti. It's Frozen Fun is the correct answer.
Oh,
So
yes.
JC,
Yes.
Angela, and Zig.
This sounded made up.
0 out of 6.
3 in a row.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was real.
Yeah,
So
you're
Angela and Zig are in second place with 2. JC rattled off 3 in a row. He's in the lead with 3.
For the record, Angela told me that I was going to be in last place for this because I don't know anything about hunting or fishing.
That
so,
was the consensus
so
last week.
y'all can suck it right now.
Hey, we're only halfway through. There's still 5 questions left, and there's 2 people, one behind you. So I wouldn't start getting too arrogant just yet.
But I'm
I
not
would
last.
agree that Seth probably isn't going to catch up to you. But stranger shit has happened.
The question is Seth going to get on the scoreboard?
No.
Yeah.
No.
We're taking bets. There's actually like
You should.
there's bets going on
You
at
should.
Sportsbook or whatever.
I don't know how I always seem to find the wrong answer.
Oh, I forgot to do this. I got to do this. Hold on. I got to get out on the Facebook feed.
This is school days all
No,
I
over.
forgot
We just
to.
went on Zoom together, basically.
Yeah, this is just actually just us.
Question is how to graduate college.
No, I meant to. I got to get on my
yeah.
Facebook feed, and I got to change this
I got
thing
kicked off of it.
to be. You got kicked off
Yeah.
by who?
I don't know about you.
He
but
got eliminated for no
I got
points.
eliminated for 0 points.
It's like
Yeah.
part of the
It's
around the horn. It's around the horn. You're done.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
done set. You got 0 points.
You've
Get out
been
of here.
voted off. All right, here we go. We got question number 6 coming up. Let me get. I gotta get on the feed here. We had a couple comments roll in that I didn't see. Clay Davis says, "Sell or be sold, suckers." Ryan Clark says, "No beer drinking there." Ha ha ha. I think he was talking about the fire pit thing. I'm guessing. All right, we're on to question number 6. The MSRP of the 2024 Yeti 24-foot, 8-foot wide Grand Escape RV Edition Fish House.
Hey,
26 feet.
The MSRP of the MSRP, like the price, the what does MS mean? The retail price, the manufacturer
Price is right.
suggested retail price of the 2024 Yeti 24-foot, 8-foot wide Grand Escape RV Edition Fish House is $77,953, $83,211, $89,995, or $97,977. I'll give you those to you again because that's a lot of fucking numbers.
That's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money.
Mine is not that expensive, and I
Those are
bought
way
mine
more.
1 year used with hail damage because that's the kind of guy that I am. Saved me a lot of money because who gives a shit about hail damage on a fish house? Like the fish sure as hell don't care. 77,953, 83,211, 89,995, or 97,977. We're talking the MSRP. And by the way, like this is like the nicest fish house you can get, pretty much. So just for the record, it is not like not what we're going to be staying in. It's not the ones we're going to be staying in are nice, but they're not this nice. My buddy has like one of these. He custom built a wine rack into it and a fireplace. Comes with 2 flat screens. Mine only has 1 flat screen TV. His comes with 2 with the surround sound. And what do we got over there, JC? What do you got?
Dan, does this come with any slides?
I don't think there's a slide on it, but there's no reason why you couldn't just like run some water off and make a slip and slide. More of a luge, though. It becomes more of a luge.
Or JC, were you referring? I mean, you're referring.
No, I meant like there's a slide out on the camper. Like
I thought you meant slide out.
Oh yeah,
that's what
like
he's
a bump out.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's what you're talking.
Dan,
I don't think.
Dan wants a slide.
Dude, we rented a house.
You can
We
slide
rented a house and it had a slide that went from midway on the staircase.
I don't.
What was the totals again, Dan?
It was hilarious.
77,953,
That's awesome.
83,211, 89,995, or 97,977.
The nicest one.
And I don't think-
that the water comes from the Red Lake.
Yeah, does yours have a
Yeah.
bidet?
I mean, we can make a homemade one.
Could drop a big splash.
Yeah.
Right, numbers.
I do have a porta potty in there, which is really just for like my wife or Angela. But now we don't need the porta potty, so we have that much more room up in the cooler because the chicks need to pee up in the cooler. The front,
Yeah.
I try to keep a little colder so we can put drinks in there overnight so they don't freeze outside. So we have that much more room for beer.
We got an expert here, guys.
Thanks, Angela, for sacrificing the chick pissing cooler. I'm normally when I'm up there, it's Marty, Reggie, and Danny. So like that door keeps getting open because within an hour, all 3 of them have to pee every single time, right?
It's not like school potty breaks for kids.
No. All right, everybody's got to go. There wouldn't be enough room in there. It's tight squeeze, especially when the cooler's in there. All right, MSRP of the 2024 Yeti 24-foot, 8-foot wide Grand Escape RV Edition Fish House. I think everybody's got a number written down. What do you all got?
Do we get a half point?
Let's see what Angela and JC got over there.
89.
Don't even bother with me. But 89.95. I didn't go with the 211 because I've never seen anything listed for a vehicle with the 211 number. So I hope I'm right.
211, but you were in the 80s. You're thinking it's in the 80s. You both had
95.
You both had the 89,995.
Yeah.
Do I get like a half a point if one of them is right?
No, Seth says 97. Zig is saying the 83, 211. Rob saying the 89K. We have a right answer in the room, and it's Zig with the 83
And I had
to
83
11.
So neither of mine are
Oh.
right.
No,
Tie.
and now we got a tie at the top. Zig's at 3, JC's at 3, Angela's right on their heels with 2.
I've
Rob's
never seen a
still
211 on the
board.
price.
You know, again, it's ice fishing. Who
Ice
knows?
fishing.
Nobody knows. All right, we're on to
Even a
question
February
number
special.
7. This is my I like this question here. How does a sheet of ice melt? Does it melt bottom up? Does it melt top down? Does it melt honeycomb, or does it slowly sink as it melts?
Sounds like it could be right, just because I have no idea what it means.
One of these, or no, 3 of these things are some shit that I made up. One of these is the right answer.
It just sounds
How
so-
does a sheet of ice melt? Bottom up, top down, honeycomb, or slowly sinks as it melts? I'll give you a hint. If you're thinking of like what ice does in your cocktail, doesn't do that when it's a big ass sheet of ice. So just for sake of how ice acts.
There's no bourbon in the ice.
There's no bourbon in that ice working it down. So
What about Jack and Coke? Is there Jack and Coke in there?
you can put some Jack and Coke in there if you want. Yeah, just cool it down with some soda.
We're not thinking ice. We're
So
just
how
thinking
does a
top
sheet
it
of ice melt? Bottom up, top down, honeycomb, or slowly sinks as it melts? Angela and JC, are you guys? I just got hit with the damn paper airplane. God damn it! Need to drink this beer.
Are we ready?
Super interested to know this.
Everybody got an answer written down?
Yeah.
I think we're ready. What do you guys got over there?
I got bottom up.
I got top down.
JC saying bottom up, Angela saying top down. We got Seth saying top down, Zig saying top down, Rob saying bottom up.
I said
The
apple
sun,
bottom
hits it, right? It's
You're
black.
all wrong.
Honeycomb.
It
Oh,
is
I
honeycomb.
knew it.
What?
It's the coolest thing. If you go on ice, like when it's getting weak, it'll buckle, but ice will be, if it's 20 inches, it'll be 20 inches pretty much until it starts to fall apart. Good job. And when it starts to fall apart, I've like been out
It's
in
not
it.
made out of honeycomb.
I've been out in it to prove it. I took a kayak out and like sometimes I'd be sliding along on a sheet of ice, but where it was broken up enough, it would sound like you were wrecking a chandelier because you'd go through all these honeycombed, barely stuck together like stalactites, and when you hit them, they'd all fall over, and it'd just be this huge icicle, and it would just like honeycomb apart like that. It's the goofiest thing.
Yeah, that's
Now,
weird.
what drugs were you on when you saw that?
Probably Bush Lights.
So we all got nothing on that.
Nobody got that one. Nobody got that one. So we're on to question number 8.
I knew it.
Which one of these is not a fishing electronic device? Is it A,
A fishing hook.
a fish dar, B, a Mega Live, C, a live scope, or D, a Vexlar?
No, excellent.
Which one is not a fishing electronic device? A fish dar, a Mega Live, a live scope, or a Vexlar?
You said fishing dar?
A fish dar, like radar.
What's a
fish
fish
dar?
dar? Oh,
Pretty
okay.
good.
It's a fishing electronic device, or it's not, because one of these.
it's not. It is or it's not.
The fish dar is maybe or maybe not the same as a Mega Live, which is maybe or maybe not the same as a live scope, which is maybe or maybe not the same as a Vexlar.
You know, it takes talent to get them all wrong.
I
Do you
only know
think you
one.
can hold out on us for that long?
I only know one because you guys put it in the chat so many times. So
I threw that one in there just so that everybody felt like they had a freebie.
I've heard of 2 of them, but 2 of them I'm like, I think I've heard of one of the other ones, but I'm.
The Vexler is definitely real.
Maybe. Or maybe it's some shit I made up. Somebody made it up, because what the fuck? Like, that's a weird
Who
word.
calls it Vexel?
Are we allowed to curse on this?
Huh?
Who's got answers?
Do we have answers? Everybody got answers written down? We got answers?
Yep.
All right. What you got over there, Angela and JC?
I'm kind of torn. Angela's got what?
Mega Live.
Angela's
All
going
right, I'll
Mega
stick with
Live.
Mega Live.
JC's going with Mega Live, which is a bad choice. Seth is crossing out Mega Live. Zig says Fish Dar. Rob says Fish Dar. They got it right. It is the Fish Dar.
I thought I've heard of a Mega Live.
That is some shit that I made up.
The live scope and the Vexilar. I know
That one sounded real.
Two questions
The
away.
live scope. The live scope is. I don't have.
Fish Dar sounds like
Is
something.
there a
they
bonus
should
round
have.
where I
Was it
Take over.
JC and Angela get points on that one?
No, they
JC and Angela did not
They
get
won
points.
Mega Live.
Zig is now in the front.
Man, my guy, I got pressure.
Pressure's on now.
Outstanding.
Which no pressure, but I would have put my money on you since you've actually been ice fishing before.
If any of my
I
outdoor
did try to
podcast
ask
buddies
questions that I was like just because you've been ice fishing before, hopefully
Yeah.
there's enough nuance to it.
Are you gonna hit a second commercial?
No, we're not gonna do a second
Okay.
commercial. We got too much trivia. We still got 2 questions in 10 minutes.
There's no
And
hops break.
what? You need to go get? You can go. Do we need to?
No,
hop?
it was a drain to hops.
Oh, we can do that. You want me to?
to?
You want me to? You can make it. You can make it.
All right.
We do. I don't have a Mega Live or a Live Scope. They're the same sort of thing. Live Scope is Garmin's. Like
We got Vex Lives, right?
we got Vexilars for days, but I don't have the. It's crazy technology. It's like when you have a Live Scope or a Mega Live, you can just see what's going on down there. You can just watch.
When I was younger and broke, I went and bought a Vexilar for ice fishing and used it, and then took it back to the store when it was done.
This one doesn't work good.
Terrible.
This one sucks. We didn't get our limit. I want my money back. All right, better open a beer to finish this baby
It's
off.
very important to me to catch fish.
Here we go. We got 2 more questions left, and then we got a tiebreaker, which might come into play here. It's a close game, or we might do the tiebreaker just for fun, just
to create a tie at the end.
yeah, it's actually a tie maker. It's not a tiebreaker. One of them are a tie maker. How many inches of ice are recommended for snowmobile or ATV use? Is it 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, or 8 inches? And I didn't ask how much to drive a truck and a wheelhouse on because you already clearly knew that one. Yeah. But we had talked.
I kind of need that question right now.
So, how many inches of ice are recommended for snowmobile or ATV use? 5 inches, 6 inches, 7 inches, or 8 inches. Could be any of them. But it's only one of them.
It's 4. It's 3 or 4 for people, right? Just
I know people that would go out on they'd be like 2 inches is
No, I
plenty.
know. Me too. But I think the recommended is 4.
Idiots.
I believe
No,
the recommended
I got
is
a buddy
4.
that would go out, fall through, and then keep going.
I meant to.
I mean, if it starts at 5, then
Yeah.
all the numbers are right.
But if it
That's
doesn't,
an interesting point.
But if,
that I
but if
didn't
it
think of.
doesn't,
What's the minimum recommended?
a number
Let me
plus
adjust the question. How,
5
what's
plus
the minimum amount of
one
ice?
Roman numeral 2.
That's actually what I did.
All right, JC and Angela, you guys got any answers written down over there?
Yes, sir.
7.
All right, what do you
Those
guys
are best.
think? How many inches of ice are recommended for snowmobile and ATV use? You guys both said 7, huh?
Yes.
All right, we got Seth saying 5. We got Zig saying 8. We got Rob saying 7. You guys all got it wrong. How did you guys all get it wrong? The correct answer is 6.
no
I
shit.
said 5 plus.
Well,
6 inches.
No,
I almost changed mine just so
all right.
tight.
We got, I thought for sure that we'd have people getting that one right. All right, nobody got that one. Zig, going into question 10, Zig has a 1-point lead here over
So
JC.
much pressure.
And so
Is Seth
everybody,
still at 0?
I'm still at
Seth
0.
is still at 0.
I'm coming for Zig at this question.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
We need
Here
that
we go.
double jeopardy where we can wage all of our points.
I mean, at least the winner hasn't been determined yet because JC can still tie it.
Yeah, yeah.
And here we go. How many miles of shoreline, including rivers, does the state of Minnesota have?
Well, this is nothing about ice fishing.
This
It's all
is a
physical
meteor
area.
moment.
Yeah,
Shit
he's
happens all the time.
bitching about questions. It's like, hey, you try writing 10 trivia questions related to fishing. And I'm trying to make it like about Red Lake and Minnesota, and so I'm just trying to. I'm grasping at straws here.
Where are our
right.
outfits?
We got 21,441, 52,672, 94,805, or 183,326.
It's a lot of numbers.
Yeah. How many miles of shoreline, including rivers, does the state of Minnesota have? 21,441, 52,672, 94,805, or 183,326. And I will point out, all of these numbers are the amount of shoreline for a state. So they aren't just like totally made up numbers. They're all different amounts of shoreline for different states.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. How many miles of shoreline? I'll read it one more time just to give everybody a second. How many miles of shoreline, including rivers, does the state of Minnesota have? 21,441, 52,672, 94,805, or 183,326. JC and Angela, you guys got an answer over there? No? Do we lose them?
I'll be honest. I believe in the state of Minnesota.
Oh, you were just frozen up.
94,000.
You're both going with 94,000. All right. What you boys got? We got 94,805. We got 183,326. We got 183,326. The right answer is 183,326.
Dang.
Zig, give the applause. Hey! Zig with the win, and Rob tied. Rob came back and tied. JC, you just went so cold there.
I stay cold.
Seth, here's what we're gonna do though. So Zig won with 5. Rob and JC tied in second with 3. Angela had 2. Seth had 0. But we got to have the tiebreaker for second place. Let me do this actually. Just let me give you a little context here. This is a meat eater. What do they call it? They used to call it tidbits. Then they changed it to
Kibbles and bits.
Kibbles and bits. Yeah, that's probably what it is. But you know what I'm talking about. They started calling it something different, which is stupid. They call it a stupid thing now.
Maybe tidbits was trademarked.
Could have been. So just for some perspective, the numbers I rattled off there, the 21,441 miles, that's Hawaii. The 52,672 miles, that's Florida shoreline. The 94,805 is California. The 183,326 is Minnesota. Minnesota's got shoreline.
And way smaller.
I should study a map.
What's Alaska?
Alaska has like 3 million some miles of shoreline, like hilariously.
I went there, it's like, 10,000 lakes, we got 3 million.
Yeah. Well, and like the ocean shoreline, and they have a ton of rivers flowing. So, yeah. I actually have that. Minnesota has the second most of any state, second only to Alaska, that has over 3 million miles of shoreline. Jack shit. I actually thought Wisconsin has more lakes than Minnesota, but they're way smaller lakes. Like Minnesota's got some huge lakes in it.
We got a lot of small lakes.
Yeah. So here's our tiebreaker, and this is mostly for Rob or JC because everybody knows first is the worst and second is the best. So this is to figure out who's in second. And this is just write down your best guess. That's how we're going to decide the tiebreaker. It's going to be the closest to. No, it's not Price is Right rules. It's just closest to.
Gotcha.
It's the Dan is Right rules.
Clearly, I'm good at guessing, so I'll be really good.
Yep. So Seth, you could go away with like a little pride if you get this one right. All right, here's the tiebreaker. How many pounds of walleyes were estimated to be harvested from Red Lake in 2022? That was the latest estimate I could find. They didn't have a 2023. How many pounds of walleyes were estimated to be harvested from Red Lake in 2022?
I don't even know if it's in the hundreds or thousands.
My numbers would be hilarious.
Could be anything.
Okay, how much does the walleye normally weigh? Like just rough ballpark.
I'll say on average, like it's fair to assume a walleye is around like 1 pound when you keep it. 1 to 3 pounds would be like a normal keeper walleye. They get to be 10 plus pounds, but I'd say your eaters are usually.
And is this like ice fishing only? Or
it's just out of the lake in general. I will say this lake is like the area that we can fish is 10 miles by 10 miles roughly, and you'll see how many people are out there. But there will probably be 1,000 some fish houses out there when we're out there. There's a lot of people that ice fish it in the summer. Hardly anybody fishes it. It's just a weird body of water.
You did say earlier that walleye was kind of not in there.
No, walleye's back. Walleye's back. The crappies left. Like the crappies had a boom back in like the early or around 2010. Then the walleyes came back for a little bit.
I thought my number was ridiculous.
All right. How many pounds of walleyes were estimated to be harvested from Red Lake in 2022? JC and/or Angela, do you guys got an answer over there?
I'm gonna go with 124,000.
Okay. 124K. Let me get Rob so we can tell who is of the two of you.
He's doing math over there.
No, I'm writing the numbers down. So I originally was thinking 87,000, but I changed it to 43,000. So now I'm thinking I might be also way off on the wrong end.
So
43.
43 says Rob. Seth, what do you got? Seth says 972,000. Zig said.
I didn't want to show you guys up and answer another question.
One more. I actually answered answered a totally different question.
Also,
just for
I
the
have
record.
high hopes for this trip and just wishful thinking that
We
many
can
walleye
put it
would
over
caught.
2 million.
That's a lot of walleyes. Angela, do you have an answer that you want to get in the record books here? No. Yes. No. She's on
Put
camera.
up numbers.
She's on camera.
Fingers. Show us your fingers. Spirit fingers.
We can't hear you, Angela. Are you there? Are you there?
You're on mute. Now you're horizontal.
We lost our audio. What happened? They're going through a tunnel, but it's really light.
It's a very cloudy
It's
tunnel.
very light behind them. It's a sunny tunnel. Angela, we can't hear you.
Angela's very smiley.
We can't hear you. She was pretty smiley there. Their audio got jacked up. Well,
Yeah,
let's
you did say I was going to get one question right. I'm just saying.
I did think you would get one, but you disappointed me. The correct answer was 51,000 pounds.
Yeah!
Rob.
Yeah,
Either one of your guesses
Dude.
actually would have got it. So Rob hauls in second place. Oh no, are you JC, Angela? Are you guys back?
Call it day.
Yeah, what was the answer?
What was Angela's
You
guess?
lost.
What was
You
Angela's
lost,
guess?
JC.
I didn't have a guess.
Oh, the correct answer was 51,000 pounds. So Rob won with his 43,000 pound guess. Rob was like playing prices right, like perfectly. Just kind of slid in right under there. So
87%
Rob snuck in with second place. Zig is already celebrating somewhere, and Seth just quit. He's just out. He just said,
He's done.
Had to go
I'm
potty.
out of here.
Had to go
He's
potty.
got to redeem himself.
All
Like
this
that.
beer.
Oh, he had to go potty. Okay, that's
There
accepted.
it is. All right.
Go potty.
All right. Well,
Go back.
JC and Angela, we're gonna miss the hell out of you guys. We're gonna send you a bunch of pictures and stupid videos from the fish house just to rub it in.
Yes. Yes, do that.
I found one person jumped into your spot. Mike Conrad, who runs a pressure washing business up here in the Twin Cities, is jumping in. And no offense to him, but I'd rather have you guys there. Unless he ends up
This just in. Mike just canceled.
unless he does something super awesome, but he's gonna have to do something really super awesome. Like I don't know, like have to get everybody every beer for the entire trip. I don't even know what he could do to substitute you guys, but we'll get you up here next year. In the meantime, everybody, where's the camera?
What?
What?
What are we supposed to be doing right now?
I'm signing us out.
Hey, check out
Signing us
salesboost.com.
Salesboost.com.
Hang out with me, JC Dan,
JC Dan.
Angela, Megan, Libby, Pat.
Right, people.
Pat, Tommy Mello.
Yeah.
Be there. I don't
Uh,
even know if you're like see me in
Ryan Lee, Ryan Fox.
Salesboost.com, code unique, not Dan, but if unique doesn't work, then try Dan or try beer. Save a few $100. Be there. We're all going to be there. It's going to be a blast. And until then, you know what to do. Work smarter and harder. Go earn yourself some pride. We're not going to be live tonight because we're going to go live from the Fish House at some point this weekend. So no late night episode tonight. There's just going to be a Fish House, probably like a kind of drunk, inebriated Fish House episode coming at you next. And it's going to be random. I can't tell you when it's going to be. I can't tell you how it's going to be, but it's going to be really entertaining for us. And I hope you can join in the fun. All right. See you guys.
Later.
That's fun.
That could